God's will. He is the revealer of God's truth and God's will. Let me refresh your memory. We are looking at the Old Testament foundation teaching on the Holy Spirit. Then later on, we're going to come and look at the work of the Holy Spirit and the person of the Holy Spirit in the New Testament. It's interesting to see that there is this continuity. Every part of the work of the Spirit is described in foundational form in the Old Testament. Of course, it's developed in the New Testament. And here we have a very familiar New Testament theme about the Holy Spirit revealing God's truth and revealing God's will. But it actually is taught so clearly in the Old Testament. Now, the Scriptures teach right the way through an association between the Holy Spirit and the revelation of God's truth that He brings through His messengers, the prophet. This is the basis of the prophetic ministry. And in Numbers chapter 11 and verse 29, we find there the first hint of the link between the Spirit and prophecy. Some Bible scholars call Him the Spirit of prophecy or the Spirit of witness. And we find here in Numbers 11:29, Moses replying to the rather agitated Joshua. You see, Joshua was Moses' assistant, and he was very jealous for Moses' reputation. And the Holy Spirit had come graciously upon the 70 elders. Moses said, I can't carry this burden on my own. God said, I'm going to take the Spirit that's on you and put it upon these elders, then they'll be able to carry the burden. And when the Spirit came upon the elders, they prophesied. And two of these elders who weren't with the rest, were outside the camp, the Spirit came upon them in the same way, and they prophesied, but they kept on prophesying. And Joshua said, Moses, you've got to stop them, because they're prophesying, and you know, your reputation's at stake here. You're the prophet around here. And so Moses replies, Numbers 11, verse 29, are you zealous for my sake? Oh, that all the Lord's people were prophets, and the Lord would put His Spirit upon them. Now you can see the link between prophetic revelation and the coming of the Holy Spirit, a very important strand of teaching. I'm going to weave this strand into a pattern that by the time we finish this course, you will understand very, very well. The Holy Spirit is the Spirit of revelation. He comes to bring the revelation of the knowledge of God.